Welcome back to Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. We're in the SMB1 challenge mode, and we're about to do master difficulty. 50 fallouts for just 10 levels. It sounds pretty easy, right?
Ready?
Wrong. These are, of course, the hardest 10 levels from the original game, so that's not going to be an easy task. Especially for those that know which stages are the biggest problem. That's Stage 3 and Stage 9. I really fell here. Interesting. So this one's a little awkward in this version. It's not really quite as fluid. I guess that's the right word. Quite as fluid as it is in the original. I just wanted to kind of demonstrate that it's a little awkward. Some parts just don't seem to work the same as they do. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right, is really all I gotta say. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making an excuse for my first Fallout. I don't know. Anything's possible. Right, so one thing of note, there are a lot of bananas in this in these stages. However, in the original Master Mode, the only stage that had a banana, that's right, a banana, was Stage 9. Every other stage did not have any bananas to work with, so when you got here, you no longer had bananas on your side. So if you got here and you were still trying to at least finish it without a continue, you were really very much on your own at this point. Right, so this stage is notorious for truly being one of the hardest stages in Monkey Ball. It's hard in the original game, it was hard in Deluxe, it's even hard here. So, definitely expect at least a couple of fallouts on this one. You definitely want to try to get through this level in as few fallouts as possible if you want the highest chance of finishing this in under 50 fallouts. That was just unfortunate. So the part with the platforms looks just like Blocks and Block Slim, except the oscillation is much faster, so you really have to make sure you keep up. It's very important you keep up because you might get thrown off the platform just because you are too slow. In the original game, it was really hard to control this part because the camera wasn't always friendly with you. Now this part looks like Spiral, or Spiral Hard, but you have to make sure that you have the right timing at the end. You can't always hold back because you'll fall below the goal. But if you go too fast, if you go too soon rather, I should say, not too fast, too soon, then you'll go over the goal like I did. So, very important you have the right timing on your side. Alternatively, the faster way of doing this is by crossing the hill. Let's not talk about that Fallout. Crossing this first hill and then jumping down straight into the goal and hoping you actually make it to the goal. Because the goal isn't really friendly with you. I think it's a little bit tilted against you here. Whereas in the original game, I'm pretty sure it was like straight on the side like that. But I think it might be a little bit more tilted against you here. Probably just speculation, though, on my part. I don't know if that's actually true. But yeah. You shouldn't be too surprised that I'm having a little trouble on this level. At least I'm making it across a fair bit of the time. Oh my god. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about with the oscillation. That's why that part is really bad. That part still remains pretty bad. It's better than it was. Because I don't think I ever did it the normal way in the original game. But yeah. Whether you're trying to do this normally or with the cheating way, it's still pretty damn difficult. Still pretty damn difficult. could try the cheating way. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, well. That's all I really needed to do, I guess. Sure. We'll take it. Why do it the normal way when I'm clearly better at doing this the cheating way? Right, so, this cycle is actually favorable for you. You're meant to go immediately. Me waiting might have cost me a fallout here, because this will take most of your clock. Going one by one here. They call this Spring Master because you have to be very good at reacting and stopping. Right, so let me demonstrate a bit of a case in point here. You're actually supposed to go immediately and hit the first one, just because the cycle is favorable for you. It gets a bit harder with each one. And if you get caught by that, you fall off. It's kind of unfortunate. I already fell off twice on this. This isn't actually supposed to be a hard level, but it does test. After the last level testing your patience, this one is one that would just add to the frustration. The order was deliberate, let's put it that way. The order was definitely deliberate. I can say that for absolute certain. Wow. Yeah, I didn't feel good about that one at all, because I really didn't feel like I was reacting quick enough at all. It's alright. So here's where you really want to note when they ask you for helper, because that always means you've fallen out 5 times on the level. So with a 50 fallout goal, you definitely don't want to see that on every single level, because that means you will have fallen 50 times. It's very important to note that. You want to see that as little as possible. Okay, we're fine. I almost thought I reacted late. That was almost not good. Alright, so this is one of the nerf stages. They nerfed the speed of this quite significantly. It's not nearly as bad as it was in the original game. The original game's movement was much faster. Much faster. So, this should no longer be an issue to you. Ideally, maybe you'll have one fallout or so. But it shouldn't be one of the problematic stages for you. This one shouldn't be too bad either. Camera control definitely helps you follow the paths much faster now than before, so you don't really have to panic all that much. Just as long as you keep following the red path. And then just making sure you get to the goal before it flips over again, and you have to follow the path one more time. Alright, this is probably the third stage that's really hard, and it's because of the lack of leeway that you have when it comes to movements like this. I forgot there were 2, actually. My bad. I was ready for the first half, but not for the second half on that one. So, because of your lack of leeway on slope movement, you have to be very precise. At least the button will tell you when it activates, but you have to react appropriately as well. Now, you only have to manage 2 of these, and I was not ready for the second one. I was not ready. You only really have to manage 2 of these because the third one you can at least cheat and secure yourself a position where you can guarantee the goal afterward. If we get to that point, I'll be able to show you, but we have to get to that point first. We have to get good enough. Alright, I was 5 here. Fallouts will add up quick on this one, because It really just does come down to whether you just reacted with the right timing or not. Alright, so we get here. It's gonna activate one more time. And all you need to do is just make sure you defend yourself by just aiming for that right wall so it protects you and you can get into the goal. Alright, Dodge Master, another nerf level. This used to be a lot faster as well. When these blocks hit you, they usually knocked you off in one. Especially some of the really fast ones. Here you just have to make sure you just don't fall off, and really it's not too difficult. You can also try to measure up the right line and just beeline to the goal. You could have done that in the original game as well, but it might be a little easier for you to do here. Alright, Bridge Master, the only stage with an actual banana from the original game, and it was the very first one I collected here. So this was your other problematic level because this is basically the true balancing level of Master. And if you were skilled enough, you would at least be able to skip this first bit, which cut your time down significantly and made you only concerned about the very last third of this. In this game, you can also skip this one pretty easily, I guess. It's not that bad. You need a decent amount of oomph on it, but it's a lot more possible than it probably was in the original game. So there's not too much of a concern about that. Alright, final stage. One more nerf. The goal is not in the back anymore. The goal is more towards the middle of the monkey. So you don't have to worry about getting tossed around like a ragdoll towards the end. You just get the goal on Ai's face, between the eyes. Alright, that's Master. We fell out 22 times, but that's kind of to be expected. Master could go pretty well, horribly wrong, somewhere in between. It's part of the game. It's just part of practicing, I suppose. Alright, so that's Master. Next, we get to do the Marathon. 109 stages with only 99 fallouts. But we're gonna put warps in the game. We're gonna have warps on our side to hopefully get through this nice and easy. So come back next time on Banana Mania and we'll see what we can do with the Marathon.